Hi friends, it's me Hussein Nova. Welcome back to Geek Tales and Tea. I know it's been a while since the first episode, but I kind of needed a moment to self-reflect over the past month. So we're here again, and the second episode we're gonna talk about Elio the movie. It's Pixar's latest. I saw it like a few weeks ago, and I think when I was in the theaters watching it, I really connected with the story emotionally. But with more time, like thinking about the movie, I think my opinion has kind of lessened on this movie. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this movie is bad by any means. It's still a good kids movie, but that's really all I can say about this movie, honestly. We're gonna start with the pros, the things I liked about this movie. And yeah, there were a couple of things that I liked. Again, I really connected with the story. I really liked Elio and Gordon's friendship, especially. There was like that one scene where they just had that heart to heart, talking about like their own personal struggles with their family or their parent in this case. And yeah, it really did connect with me because like sometimes your parents they do expect a lot from you even though like you don't want to live their their expectations, but like yeah, that's the part that like really hit me is when like Elia and Gordon, they just come to this conclusion that their parents don't love them just because of that. But at the end, it really showed that like the parents still loved their children even though like they are different. The message is clear at the end that despite all of the expectations that you and your parent have for each other, that there's this unconditional love that exists. And I'm not like saying that all families are like that, but in general, I think there is always an unconditional love, even when, you and your parents had disagreements or when you don't end up, the way your parents want you to end up. I think that's something that I really appreciate about this film. I also liked the comedy. Like, there is some parts that the jokes do land. I did like Elio. Like, at the beginning, he was pretty funny with his aunt. And Gordon is a really funny character as well, and he's very cute. Him and Elio, they were really cute together. It was actually like heartwarming just seeing them bonding and Gordon pretending to be what is it, the bargaining chip. That was really funny. Like I actually laughed at that. And it was so cute too. Another funny moment was when Elio sent his clone back to Earth and then his clone got punched like immediately afterward. That was also like really hilarious. Like and the clone in general was also like a really fun character, I guess. I also enjoyed a lot of the horror elements, like when the aunt found out that the Elio is a clone. That was very fun. And then Elio basically, like the Elio clone, my bad, basically scaring the military base, like the military base guy. I forgot what like his name was or what his job was, but yeah, that was very fun too. I did enjoy the horror elements to this movie. Another thing I liked about this film is the art style. I mean, like the art style, it's not original. Like it kind of looks like Luca and some of their other movies. But you know, some of the characters they do have interesting designs, and I think that's a positive. So yeah, that's about all of the positive things I could think of at the top of my head. Now we're gonna talk about the cons, the negatives. Unfortunately, this movie isn't perfect and it has some negatives. We're gonna talk about those side characters because really they are unmemorable. Like his friend Bryce, is that his name? You see, I don't even remember. And then the bully, I don't even know his name. And that guy that like at the beginning he found the signal of the aliens or whatever. And then he came back at the end for that weird action sequence, which we're gonna get to by the way after this. Yeah, these characters like I kind of forgot that they existed once it reached the climax of the film. And I guess it's fine because like they weren't really a part of the story, but like why would you bring them back at the end of like the falling action part where he goes back to save the day, where Elliot goes back to save the day? Like why would you bring these characters like why would you bring them back? I don't know. Yeah, these characters they're not really interesting. And then yeah, the weird action sequence, like the part where they were up there in space and they had to dodge the debris and then they called Bryce and that guy. I don't know their names. It's frustrating. But yeah, that part was just so weird and I don't know, it felt out of place. Like you could have cut that part out and the movie probably would have been fine without it. Before that though, there was like that scene where Elia and his aunt were breaking into the military base and they were trying to rescue Gordon in his spaceship and there was this weird part where he and his aunt were speaking in that language, and then they threw the helmet to distract the guards. It's like, and it actually worked too. Like that part was kind of weird as well. In the end, I don't really think this movie is that original, and I don't hate this movie. I really connected with a lot of the family themes, but at the same time, there are other films that have similar themes. How to Train Your Dragon is one of them, and the live action version just came out like around the same time that this movie came out. And if you compare this movie to other Pixar movies, like yeah, they had done movies like this before. Like Finding Nemo is definitely one of them. And that movie is like a classic. I just don't think that like Elio can compete with some of those Pixar movies. And in a few years, I don't think anyone will like remember this movie fondly. So yeah, that's my take on this movie. What do you guys think? Nova signing out.